lost another 20.
Oh, boy.
You know, Rickard did a good job of picking that ball up. It was bouncing, you know.
First and 10,
The football is not round, it's oblong.
Yes.
It's going to take some funny bounces.
As we tell our basketball players, when you dribble it, it should come back up.
It should bounce back to you. Football?
It's
No.
not football, yeah. It can bounce right up. It could go all kinds of different ways. So great field position here for Jefferson.
All right, Jeff has receivers. Trip receivers to the right.
Oh,
Dropped
boy.
the ball. The
Fumble,
quarterback,
he's down.
he bent down to pick it up. When he did, he touched his knee. He's down. Another loss.
Down. Loss of about 5.
Brazil loses 5.
Second down.
Well,
That run by Mirab Shahi to start the game is, I think, the only positive yards we have so far.
yeah, you're not getting any highlight film clips so far tonight, Dave.
Trip receivers again to the right. There's the snap. Instead, they hand off on the dive play over the left tackle.
Uh-oh. Late
Off
flag.
with the carry.
Late flag, really late flag.
Thrown in from the back judge. That could be a bunch of different things there on a late flag. That could be a personal foul on Lincoln. Looks like he pointed to the
The carry was
side.
number 6, Mott.
Personal foul, face mask, Lincoln.
Aish.
Face mask, Lincoln, personal foul. That's the big one. That would be an automatic first down.
And they've done such a good job so far defensively. I don't know if Jefferson has a positive play out of this point.
They have 2 passes. The first one was -6. The second one was 8.
First down, Jefferson.
Have 2 yards, and then they have -5 rushing. So there's still negative yardage.
Well, that's a positive penalty there. So now they're at first, and I think they can get a first down, but it's awfully close.
Now the receivers are wide left and right. They're in the slot to the right. Tailback with the ball straight ahead. He's going to get about 4.
Mott with the carry.
He needed 10. He's going to get about, he'll give 5. Mott on the carry again.
Schnebley and Burks with the tackle.
Yeah, definitely missed it a little bit heavier now out there.
Camden Schnebley and Matthew Burks on the tackles. Second down and 10.
Yeah,
No, I'm sorry.
sure.
Second down. Second down.
I'm not quite sure.
Third.
The chains are.
Yeah, third down and 3 is where we are.
Well,
I'm looking at the scoreboard instead of the chains. Straight ahead.
Mott with the carry.
Well, I don't think the chains are right, Dave. I think the chains didn't get reset on that face mask penalty. So
I think
I'm a little.
Burks with the stop.
I don't know. The referee should have that. That's a first.
Timeout, Lincoln.
we have conflicting
Yeah.
indicia.
Sports car market
But I
has
think that is a first down now.
For 35 years, Sports Car Market has been the go-to.
Sorry for the confusion. I looked down at the scoreboard before the play started, and then I looked up when I did. I saw the chains didn't match that.
Yeah, that face mask has to be an automatic
Right, that
first down.
face mask was an automatic first down, and the guy holding the down marker had it at third down.
Probably not Mr. Burks, though.
No,
No.
Mr. Wilson, Jerry
Mr.
Wilson.
Sorry.
Whether it's your first home, luxury home, or investment property, the Jerry Wilson Group, with over 100 years of
There we go.
experience, is here to help with your financing needs. Specializing in relocation.
The rain's starting to come down a little bit now.
You can see it. Fortunately, we are under tent, but you can see it running off the roof of the tent. So it is second down.
First and goal.
First and goal, I'm sorry. First and goal. Hand off to the tailback, out to the outside. Mott with the carry.
That is good for a Jefferson touchdown.
Jefferson touchdown.
Jefferson 6, Lincoln 0.
And the time on that is 3:35. Mott on the carry. Whoops. Water. So 3:35. 5-yard run by Mott. It is 6-0. And we'll have the point after touchdown.
Hope you're not getting flashbacks to that triple overtime game a couple weeks ago with the...
My goodness. With all the block kicks?
Yes.
Okay. Number 7, I believe, is the kicker, and number 7 is
Ferguson.
Ferguson.
Gates with the try.
I'm sorry. Ferguson is the holder, number 7. Gates, number 1, is the kicker. It's down, it's up. And it's good.
It's good.
Gates with the PAT, it's 7-0.
Interesting. I stat-wise, Jeff might have 20 total yards if you take away the penalty. But the special teams error on the snap that was high put Lincoln, their defense, in a bad spot, and Jeff went 10 yards in about 4 plays.
Yep. The Jerry Wilson Group specializes in helping finance houses and investment properties for the self-employed, small business owners, and those relocating from out of state. For the purchase or refinance of your home mortgage or debt consolidation, call Jerry Wilson. Go visit JerryWilsonGroup.com.
Clark Anderson in the kick.
Clark Anderson in the kick. Number 22.
Togney and Crozell back to receive.
Emmett Togney, Julian Crozell back to receive. 7-0, Jeff leads. 3:35 left to go here, first quarter. We are at Wells High School.
Yeah, I'm curious to see if the ground game really becomes the go-to for both teams, as it's going to be a little hard to throw and catch here with the damp conditions.
Kurt says damp.
Yes, damp.
It's more than damp.
It's a little damp out there. First time, we were talking earlier, first time in a long time.
Long time. It had great weather.
Oh my gosh. Just so amazing. Okay.
There's the kick.
A little hesitation there.
Fielded.
Togney with the return.
Togney with the return. Togney out to the 35. Out to the 37, Emmett Togney. Kurt, I just got back from 4-day vacation in Phoenix.
Oh, lucky you.
The first 2 days, it was 96. The last 2 days, it rained so hard. I had never heard of it raining that hard in Phoenix.
Yeah, I was an ASU student for a couple years, and I'm aware of the monsoon season.
Wow.
You're just at the, really, October shouldn't be monsoon season much anymore, but you'll get an occasional one. August, I always felt like was the scary one.
I hit all the sporting fields. I went to the Diamondback Stadium, went to the football stadium, saw where the Coyotes play. Great town. Here we go. Mirab Shahi straight ahead. Boy, that looked like a face mask to me, and a lot of the fans are yelling that. Oh, they're saying horse collar tackle.
Yeah, that's what I thought initially, but I guess the hand disengaged quickly enough.
I saw his head go back, and I thought it was face mask. It was actually horse collar tackle. Didn't call it, though. Going to give Mirab Shahi 4. It'll be 2nd and 6. Double wing formation. Receiver wide to the left. Wacker, the quarterback. There's the snap.
Oh boy, another
fumble, and Wacker falls on that. You know, it's cold. You got to figure out some way to keep your hands warm so the ball doesn't hit and you don't feel it.
No turnovers yet, but that's the 5th fumbled ball on the exchange or long snap.
Not counting the one they snapped over Rickard's head on the punt.
Jefferson had a couple on their side too on that early drive, so it's got to be a tough one out there.
3rd down. That was a loss of 4. There's a whistle. And Lincoln's making a change. They stopped the clock there to make a change. I'm not sure what that was about. Here's the snap to Wacker.
Not sure.
Over the middle, complete.
Wacker's pass caught by Iwanaga.
Complete to Iwanaga. Gain of 7 is going to be short, though, to bring up 4th down.
4th down.
So Iwanaga, a reception of 7. Rank has one for 10, Iwanaga for 7. But it's fourth down and about 5.
Looks like they're going.
The ball is at the Lincoln 45. They're going to go for it, I think. Unless they shift out of this. Double wing, receiver wide to the right.
Jeff with about 7 guys in the box.
Long count. Sometimes if you get an offside, though, it's not going to be enough to get your first down because you need 7. 6, I mean. Here we go, straight ahead. Mirab Shahi steps his way ahead. He's going to get the first down. Still on his feet. 8 yards for Kusha Mirab Shahi. Exactly what they were talking about at senior night. Oh, we got somebody down. Not sure who this is. It's back in the area where it's not Wacker. It was back by where the quarterback was. It's not Wacker. He's over talking to coach, but it was somebody back there, maybe a lineman blocking. Mirab Shahi got the first down. The ball is in Jefferson territory at the 48. All right. He's up. It's number
75, I believe.
It is 75, and that is Bram Goldsmith.
Looks like a lower leg injury.
He's headed over.
Not moving so good. Good to see him up, though. See him up.
Maybe left ankle.
Yeah, something lower leg there. You never quite know.
Okay, he's off the field. Let's hope that isn't anything serious for Bram. First and 10 Cardinals. 39 seconds left to go here in the first quarter. 7-0, Jeff leads. Wacker, the quarterback. Receivers wide left and right.
Okay.
I don't see a flag. I hear the whistles, but I don't see a flag.
Flag here on the near side.
Somebody line up offside?
Could be an illegal formation.
Offsides. Jefferson.
Jefferson lined up offside. That'll get 5.
First and 5.
So now it'll be first and 5.
Could be the last play of the first quarter here. 11 seconds. See if Lincoln decides to snap here or go into the quarter and talk it over. Looks like
Clock running. They're going to not get this off. 2 seconds, 1 second. Won't get this off. There's the horn. That is the end of the first quarter. Our score, Jefferson 7, Lincoln 0. I want to tell you another great sponsor of ours is Sports Car Market Magazine. They salute the hardworking Lincoln Cardinal. For 35 years, Sports Car Market Magazine has been the go-to source for information about collecting and driving Ferraris, Lamborghinis, Maseratis, Corvettes, and Porsches. To sign up for their free weekly newsletter, go to sportscarmarket.com.
Bellagio's Pizza is a proud supporter of Lincoln Athletics. Located on the corner of 17th and Southwest Jefferson.
They're talking pizza. Doesn't that sound good?
Yeah, I tell you what,
pizza.
I'm hungry. Yeah, we got an early morning. We want to try to be in Eugene by about 9:30.
You're going to have to get out on the road early, right?
Yeah, we got a sorority fraternity function going on, and then obviously
your daughters go to the University of Oregon.
One of them does. Yep. The older ones are done, and she is just a freshman. So she'll share all the fun things that have been going on.
Where'd your older daughters go to school?
One of them played basketball at Warren Pacific after having played at Clackamas Community College, and then the other one went right to Oregon and now is finishing up classes at Portland State. So
good choice.
Yeah, yeah, that's good for my pocketbook, but
right. Here we go. The snap. Wacker hands it off. Off right tackle. Togny gets maybe 2. Here's my economic tip of the day. Do you know how to double the value of your car?
How's that, dude?
Fill it up with gas.
Yeah, that's a good one. All right, what we got here? I'm trying to get us some scores here.
All right, we got some scores around the state.
Okay.
Here we go. Togny is the setback. Wacker. Double wing formation. Split wide to the right. Wacker wants to throw over the middle.
Yes.
Wacker's pass.
Boy, that's been where they've had success, and there's a flag. It was thrown right into the line of scrimmage. Those usually designate holding. It is holding Lincoln.
Early Central Catholic score for us. Clackamas and Central Catholic, 7-0 Central Catholic. And in a showdown in the Metro, Jesuit 21, Mountainside 0. That's a big game. Mountainside's the top 6 team. Jesuit's the top 3 team, I believe. And you know they're splitting up the playoffs this year.
Right.
Have you seen that? The 1 through 16?
Right.
Be a tough one if you're 16.
All right, so now it's back. It's 2nd and 20. Receivers, left and right, slot right. Wacker, low snap, wants to throw, throws across the middle.
Oh, wide
complete. Pempel close to the first down. He might have it. That might be 20-yard completion. Let's see where they spot it.
Flag down on the play, holding Lincoln.
Oh, no. Flag down, holding Lincoln. Back-to-back holding calls. Quick hitter right in the middle on the slant to Pempel. Got to the down marker, and this is coming back.
Yeah, we saw a lot of early pressure from the Jefferson D line, so they clearly have some athletes up front that have put some pressure on the offensive line for the Cardinals to hold on a little bit. Maybe a little bit too long, obviously.
$10:37 left to go in the first half. 2nd down and 30. Wacker, the snap, another low snap, picked it up under pressure and lets that go. Boy, it came close to a grounding call there, but got that away. Got it towards the receiver.
Took a shot.
Took a shot too.
Yeah, he's slow getting up there. That was not fun to hit that cold, wet, damp turf.
And what happened was he got his arm extended and got hit on the arm, and I see he's kind of
coming out.
He might even be coming out.
Not feeling very good there.
Let's see if that's the case. If it is, the backup quarterback is Liam Eldridge.
Eldridge in to play quarterback.
Yep, Liam checked in. Last year when Carson Wacker got hurt on the second snap of the season, Eldridge quarterbacked the Cardinal the rest of the way.
Lincoln has to take a timeout there to get organized.
Timeout on the field, 10:22 left to go in the first half. Jefferson leads 7-0. I want to tell you about Jennifer Odell Sample, agent with Premier Property Group, LLC. She wishes the Cardinals a fantastic season. Jennifer is your real estate advocate from contract to close and beyond.
Or visit us at cfni.com.
The only other score here is South Salem 7, Sprague 0.
The Sprague Olympians.
Yeah, kind of that orange color.
That orange color. I've done 2 basketball games down there, Jim, and it's all orange.
It's all orange, the Olympians. Wonder if they were like 1976. What do you think the connection there is? I'm always curious, you know, because we played when we were in Oregon City in high school. We played at a school called Todd Beamer, and that was after 9/11 when you know they named it after Todd Beamer, one of the gentlemen that tried to save the flight.
Flight that went down to Pennsylvania.
Yes.
He was a wrestler too at some college.
Yep. So anyway, it's just always curious, you know, where things start.
Here we go. The snap.
Uh-oh.
And off the left tackle, Mirab Shahi.
Punt team out, 4th and a bunch here.
Mirab Shahi got 4 yards. It's 4th down. 4th down and 26. Julian Crozel in the punt. Rickard punted the last time. This is Crozel. Demos have a player back about the 35. Gets the kick away.
Pretty good kick considering the conditions.
And going to be down at the 39.
Vahamadou with the down.
31 yards on the punt. Down by Alex Vahamadou.
Friendly House is a nonprofit community center and social service organization serving Portland since 1930. Our programs and volunteer opportunities are designed to bring folks together to make a better neighborhood for everyone. Connect with your community at fhpdx.org.
9:37 left to go in the first half. 7-0, Democrats lead. They have the ball and nose of the ball right on their own 40-yard line.
Temperature here on the weather app, 47 degrees, Dave.
Quit looking at that.
Golly.
The numbers.
We get a little Bunsen burner out here in a second.
Brazil wants to throw, throws underneath, incomplete. Kind of sidearmed that ball.
A little bit of pressure by the Lincoln defensive line. Neither team been very functional on offense, so just
the lone touchdown in this game was a Jefferson drive of about 10 yards. Second down and 10.
Inside run, not much room.
No room.
Like number 6.
Mott
with the carry and gets about 3, maybe 2. So 3rd down and 8. Mott now with 12 yards on 3 carries, including that touchdown run. Our receivers wide left and right, slot left and right. Motion, that's coming to the right. And a whistle.
Flag down on the play.
Delay a game.
There it is, delay a game.
Jefferson.
It's either that or the I Dream of Jeannie thing.
Long.
Remember that when they
He
hold
did
their
look
hands
like
in
that.
it? Yeah, that's what she used to do. That dates me a little bit there.
Right.
doesn't it?
Hold her hands, wiggle her nose.
Barbara Eden and Larry Hagman.
She'd blink us right out of here. J.R. Ewing was on that shoe.
Yeah. He was
Here comes motion again to the right. Brazil wants to throw under pressure, dumps it underneath, and incomplete. Great pressure.
For McIver.
Yeah,
Incomplete. Mohamedou in coverage.
makes it hard for us to see through the mist a little bit there in the
4th down.
rain. So another punt, and Lincoln going to get pretty good field position.
This has been an exchange of punts. Not very good ones at that.
No, last time out was 2 yards.
Right. So demos to punt.
Iwanaga back to return.
Dylan Iwanaga back to
snap.
receive. Oh,
Mark Anderson.
puts
Low
that
rider.
away. Low driving kick, going to bounce. And Cardinals are going to let that bounce and takes a bounce. Jefferson bounce. He was down there covering it and trying to push it forward with his
Ferguson
air from his hands.
Yeah.
Ferguson down the ball. 8:26 left to go in the first
Cardinals
half.
will take over
Jefferson
1st and 10.
7, Lincoln nothing. Lincoln will start on offense at the 29-yard line.
Here we go. Is Wacker back at quarterback? Dave, I can't
I didn't see.
tell.
No, it looks like
Wacker back in
Eldridge.
at quarterback.
Oh no, it is. Wacker back in the quarterback. That's good to see.
Oh, intercepted.
Oh, picked off. That's going to be a pick 6. Tried to throw it on outside on the flats and picked off.
Jefferson.
Yeah, that was unfortunate there. Couldn't catch the number there for Jeff, but it was a nice play. Read it all the way. Pressure on Wacker, and he just could not pull that back.
I believe that's the first turnover of the game.
Yes. Yes. Despite all the fumbles and the misplayed balls, there was the first turnover of tonight's game. Probably won't be the last. Just guessing with the conditions and so forth.
So 13-0. Gates tried the extra point. That's a 29-yard pass interception.
I think Ferguson.
Time on that is 8:18.
Gates with the try. No good.
Point
Okay.
after touchdown is no good. We stay at 13-0.
Bio Lounge is a functional medicine clinic aimed at identifying root causes of imbalance and dysfunction to restore optimal health.
8:18 left to go here in the first half. 13-0.
Metabolism.
Jefferson leads. I want to tell you about
Your health potential is
contract flooring and interiors. Since 2003, contract flooring and interiors commitment to sustainability extends beyond just their business practices, driven to create high standards of quality in both commercial flooring and interior products. They deliver maintenance, style, and sustainability at your feet. Call Brian Donahue at 503-525-3575 or go to cfni.com. All right, the kicking off is Clark Anderson.
Mark Anderson in the kick.
The kick is away.
Low screamer.
Oh,
Oh,
and that
boy.
ball's going to go out of bounds.
I don't know if it
Kick out
got.
of bounds, flag down on the
Luckily not touched.
I don't think he touched it.
No,
so that
it's gonna
you
be-
saw the flag.
It's going to come out to the 40, I think. Good field position for Lincoln. That was a low screamer. That was a 2-iron right there, Dave.
Oh boy, that was.
That was a 2-iron.
So think about this. The clock said 8:18.
Now,
They kicked off. Nobody touched the ball. The clock's not supposed to start till somebody touches it. And it went down a second.
yeah, I'm not. The referee was waving the flag.
Lincoln will take over
I
first
think
and
it
10.
was touched, Dave.
Oh.
I think that referee picked up the flag, waved up here to the press box,
You know,
and they pulled it up. I think it was touched.
Yep. There you go. That's why a second ran off the clock. It was touched, went out, and where it went out is where the Cardinals are going to get it, and they'll get it 1st and 10.
And not good.
Good
field
call,
position.
yeah.
That was a tricky one. Just they had a little conversation over there and picked it up. Not a great spot here. Last time they were there, it was a pick 6. So bringing some heat.
That time,
Mohamedou with the carry.
Alex Lahamadou with the carry, and he'll lose maybe a 2 or 3. Let's see where they actually spot it. He's going to lose 4.
I'd love to get some stats on the Jefferson D line. They seem to be an imposing force there. Again, there are no weights or sizes on the
Second
roster.
down.
We just have numbers, and it's tough for us. But they have dominated.
We'll describe
front.
them. They're big.
They're big. Got some big cats out there.
Right. Another low snap.
Number 90, I believe. I don't know
Let's
if they
see,
have
for
a
Jeff.
90.
Mohamedou
Jeff,
with the
I don't know if
carry.
they have a 90. I might
We
be
don't.
reading that wrong.
Bowden with the stop.
He's a big
Lahamadou
dude.
on the carry.
He's got a long ponytail coming out. He has dominated up front there. Just laid the wood. Pushed him back twice. 3rd and a bunch from their
3rd
own.
and 15.
At their own 4.
Yeah.
Then we have another
Flag
flag.
down on the play.
Another flag down. Cardinal going backwards again.
I think they're going to go forward a few.
They are going to go forward. This is a penalty on the Democrats.
Illegal substitution, I think. Or 12
Timeout,
minutes.
Jefferson.
Jefferson wants to take a timeout. 7:01. Well,
I don't think that's correct. I think that
the
was
PA
unsportsmanlike.
announcer
Unsportsmanlike.
said timeout.
Correction, unsportsmanlike conduct.
Yeah, there you go. Kurt, right on top of that. Unsportsmanlike conduct on Jefferson. So,
Signals are similar. I will say it's both arms extended out,
right.
and that can be one of those timeout things, official timeouts. It can also be unsportsmanlike. So something happened there.
13-0.
3rd and 1, though.
3rd and 1. Big break that time. Wacker still gets a low snap. Under pressure, throws over the middle. Is that caught?
Looks like it's intercepted.
Wacker's pass intended for number 11.
Okay, there's going to be a personal foul on that one. That was
There's a flag down on the play.
some sort of contact above the shoulders there. It's going to be a 1st down for Lincoln.
Pass interference, right?
I just think it's a late hit. I think he laid him out. Defenseless receiver.
Right. That was clear. He got hit after the ball went past him. So let's see what that is. Yes, it is against the Democrats, and it's going to give Lincoln a 1st down.
Personal foul. 1st and 10 Lincoln.
Personal foul on Jefferson. That's an automatic 1st down. It would have been a 1st down anyway. It was 3rd and 1.
All yards on penalties. 30.
30.
So that
You can't say Lincoln's moving the ball. The referees are moving the ball.
they are. And, you know, that discipline. You know, you talk to be at the highest level. To you know, Jefferson sitting 4 and 1.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I know that Coach Stoudemire will probably bring that up at halftime. But you have to have that eye discipline when you play, and you also, you know, as far as reading things and not getting tricked, but also the mental discipline. And it goes for any of the sports that young men and young women get to play.
1st and 10, Lincoln. Wacker wants to throw, looks on the underneath, completes it.
Jefferson has
Wacker's
speed
pass caught by Barnett.
at a couple positions there.
Wacker complete to Barnett that time.
That was impressive.
Parker Barnett.
That was number 6 closing for Jeff, and he flew from his safety position.
Barnett on the completion, but no gain. Second down. Trip receivers to the right this time. Lone setback. The snap, low snap again. Picks that up, throws underneath. Almost caught, then almost
Pass intended for
intercepted.
Barnett, falls incomplete.
Intended for Barnett, incomplete. Bring up 3rd down.
Third down.
3rd and 10. I've got Wacker right now, 3 of 6 passing for 17 yards.
A little official conference over there, the Jefferson staff.
Is he signaling timeout?
I think he is
Yes.
now.
Timeout on the field. 5:35 left to go in the first half. Jefferson 13, Lincoln nothing. The Kelly Manning State Farm Agency wishes the Cardinals the best in the 2022 season. For help with your insurance or financial service needs, visit Kelly at kellymanninginsurance.com or stop by her office. It's located on Hall Boulevard next to Washington Square.
30 years of experience providing efficient, high-quality craftsmanship for all phases of remodeling.
Just an update on that Central Catholic game. 21-0 now in the second quarter. Central Catholic over Clackamas. No change in the Jesuit Mountainside game. Still 21-0 Jesuit in a Metro League showdown, and still 7-0 in the South Salem Sprague game. You know, inclement weather statewide, the running teams, the Jesuits of the world, the Central Catholics of the world, although they do throw it also, are going to have
Central
some.
Catholic off to a great season, except for that loss to number 2 nationally ranked St. John Bosco.
Yes, that's
I think so, from California.
different breed of cat down there when
Yeah.
you get in there and you have
Right.
more people in LA County than 47 different states or something like
Right.
that. It
Right.
might be 40. I can't remember which one it is, but there's a lot of people down there. Wind picking up a little bit, Dave. Not liking
That's
that.
not a good sign.
No, not a good sign at all.
I don't mean to dwell on those low snaps, but Wacker starts each play a little bit unnerved, I would think, because the snaps are low.
Like they had a little powwow there at center field there with the two head coaches. Not sure what's going on.
I want to tell you about Bio Lounge. It's a functional medical clinic aimed at identifying root causes of imbalance and dysfunction to restore optimal health. They specialize in gut health, hormone therapy, metabolism, and chronic disease reversal. They believe your health potential is limitless. Learn more at bioloungepdx.com.
Third and 11.
5:35 left to go first half, 13-0. Wacker to throw on the outside.
Oh, wide open.
Wide open, complete. Down to
Barnett with the catch.
the, let's see, 42-yard line.
Gates with the stop. That gives
20
the
yards
Cardinals first down.
on the completion.
Nice play coming out of the timeout. Into Jefferson field, or Jefferson territory.
Wacker back out with the play in demo territory. The ball is spotted at the 46, 1st and 10.
Ooh, ouch.
What was that?
Don't know.
Oh, okay. As long as the stands aren't falling, they're metal, so that's good. Great facilities here at Wells. Here we go.
Mirab Shahi with the carry.
Mirab Shahi on the carry, and he's going to lose about 3.
Gonzalez with the stop.
Gonzalez is the dominant
Second down.
force there on that defensive line. I believe number 80.
It is.
Well, maybe 60. Maybe it's 60. I thought I remember when we read those through. It might be Gonzalez.
60.
Yeah. He has been a force of nature there on that defensive line for Jeff.
Clock running. 4:30 left to go here in the first half. And a whistle and a flag. Too long?
Lordy. Play a game.
Yes.
Delay of game.
Delay a game. Another
Green, second
penalty
down.
backs the Cards up.
Keeping track of penalties tonight, Dave?
No.
I think there's a lot.
I just
No,
I
you're
wrote
good.
a lot.
I'm just feeling like we've had quite a few.
We've had too many
Yeah, we've had quite a few.
receivers, wide left and right. Wacker, the quarterback. The snap, looks,
Got
across the
time.
middle
Oh, tip.
underneath,
Oh.
and incomplete.
Wacker's pass intended for Barnett.
Intended for Parker Barnett.
Hit a couple pair of hands there. I think it got tipped and then almost caught by his teammate.
.411 on the incomplete pass. Wacker with split backs this time. Are they leaving somebody in to protect him?
Oh
There's
boy, low
there
snap.
is a low
He's
snap,
down.
and he had to fall on it. That's the.
Covered by Carson Wacker.
Is that the third time he's fallen on a ball that was a low
Fourth down.
snap?
So, punt team on.
And what looked like a good drive brought on by penalties turns against the Cardinals on penalties, and they'll punt.
Not sure why the clock
Goes down with
stopped.
the kick.
Punt formation. There's the snap. Oh, way up in the air.
Oh boy.
Pulled it down and skipped it along the ground, but it's going to turn out to be
It'll work.
It'll work.
It'll
Down
work.
to the 31. It was a bad snap. Pulled it down, then kicked it
Down by Meyer.
into the ground.
Yeah.
And it skipped along the ground all the way down to the 31, where the demos will start on
Jennifer Odell Sample,
possession,
with the
first
Premier
down.
Property Group, LLC, wishes the Lincoln Cardinals a fantastic season. Jennifer is your real estate advocate.
When I was coaching baseball all those years ago, that'd be like a fungo. Hitting the ground ball to short there.
No,
But again, it
fungo is
works.
where you hit the ball up in the air.
Yeah, you hit them
with a
both.
fungo
You hit them
bat.
down. You hit them both ways.
I
Dave.
said that- I
You
said
hit
that-
ground balls and you hit fly balls.
I said that to one of the players that I coached, in Little League. I said, give me a fungo bat. And he just,
Yeah, I don't think they know what fungo bats are
he
anymore.
just looked at me like, are you crazy?
That's a good little run there.
Mott with the carry. He'll be close to the first down.
Forced out of bounds by Cogney.
Emmett Togney on the tackle.
First down.
First down, he got 10.
That's the first positive, Jeff play.
Might be.
Might be, as far as just something that looked like that,
Right.
what they were trying to do.
Other than that little sweep play that got him a touchdown, that might have been, their other touchdown's a defensive touchdown.
A defensive touchdown and then terrific field position on the watch. Here's a
Here
sweep.
comes the jet sweep.
Ferguson with the sweep.
Ferguson on the carry gets 2.
Eldridge and Goodell contributed on the stop.
You were talking about drills, how one of the drills that I remember all the time is I remember Pete Maravich sitting in a chair dribbling the ball around the chair back and forth.
Yeah, I tell you what, Pete Maravich was around today. He would be one of the most famous players in the world.
He'd
the way
average
he plays.
50. But he averaged, what did he average one season?
44 without a 3-point shot.
Without a 3-point line.
And I think they've calculated that based on his shots, it would have been in the 50s had they had the 3-point shot. And then if you remember the early ACC 3-point line, I don't know if you remember that.
I do.
That was 2 feet inside the top of the key.
Pete Maravich with the floppy socks.
Yeah, yeah.
Here we go, wide left and right, slot left and right, lone setback. There's the handoff.
Gates with the carry.
Turns to the outside.
One little note on Pistol Pete there. One of the very best biographies I ever read was Pistol, story of Pistol Pete. So if you're a sports fan, you got to read that one.
Dylan Iwanaga on the tackle. 2:42 left to go here in the first half. 13-0. Jefferson leads.
Jefferson content to run the ball right now. 2.5 to go in the half. Up 13. Lincoln needs a little break here. Maybe a fumble, wet football, squirts loose.
Not yet in Lincoln territory. The ball is sitting right at the 45-yard line. Receivers wide left and right, slot left and right. Motion, that's Gates.
Flag down on the play.
False start.
False start on the demos. That'll back it up 5. That'll make it
False start.
3rd and 10.
Yeah.
Boy, penalties have just killed both teams tonight.
Yeah, it's not been a precise game. I'll call it that. Brazil
To
back.
throw, looks complete over the middle, all the way out to the Lincoln 45-yard line.
Shepley, Reverman, and Austin
That was
with the
number 88, Walker.
Togney on the tackle, Walker on the reception. First down. 1:51 left to go here in the first half. The sweep play to Gates,
Gates with the carry.
and he gets maybe 2.
Cogney with the tackle.
Emmett Togney on the tackle. 1:20 left to go here in the first half. Jefferson leads 13-0. A 10-yard drive for a touchdown in the on the first touchdown, and the second was a defensive pass interception for 29 yards. Jefferson has not mounted any kind of long drive itself.
Well, this is their longest drive right here.
Yeah,
of
it
about
is.
21 yards.
Right. Wide left and right, slot left and right. Wants to throw under pressure.
Oh, he's
Throws
open.
deep.
Intercepted.
Picked off.
By Iwanaga.
Dylan Iwanaga intercepts.
Stepped out of bounds at the 13-yard line, first and 10.
Stepped out of bounds at 13. Big break for the Cardinal. Demos went for it all, and Iwanaga stepped in front of the receiver. He had a step on
did.
Iwanaga.
He
Iwanaga got behind him, got the ball.
Was Iwanaga coming from the safety position? Did he kind of shoot that gap? Because I think the initial receiver beat the cornerback, but I believe Iwanaga came over from his safety spot. I'd have to look at the replay, which we're not going to be able to do, but I think he did a great job of that ball hung up in the air just a little too long.
We can't watch the replay.
No, we cannot.
45 seconds, ball at the 13. Lincoln with the ball. See if they can go for anything deep. Receivers wide to the left, slot to the left, wide to the right.
Just going to guess they're going to keep it.
Wacker wants to throw, throws outside,
okay.
puts it up in the air, and incomplete.
Pass intended for Barnett.
Intended for Parker Burnett.
Second down.
40 seconds.
Thrown in the place that only his guy could get it, so I see that. Gave it a shot on first down, and we'll see what happens here. Probably don't want to give the ball back to Jefferson, even though they haven't necessarily moved it well, but I think you're going to try to maybe run it a couple times and get into halftime, or maybe they'll take a shot. Who knows?
The shadow knows. Trip receivers to the left. And that ball on the ground low. Wacker picks it up. He might get a safety.
Fumble on the play.
That might be a safety.
Recovered by Jefferson.
Wait a minute. They're saying it was recovered by Jefferson. I thought Wacker fell on it. If that's the case, and it is, fumble recovery in the end zone, it's 19-0. The worst possible outcome in that situation.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were just going to run it a couple times and get into halftime. Stayed in the shotgun. Again, another common formation, high school sports. Late.
Think of that. 2 turnovers for 2 touchdowns.
Yeah.
Fumble recovery and pass interception, both those for touchdowns. That coming with 34 seconds left to go here in the first half. 19-0.
And I think on that one, I trained my guy to kick it out of the end zone.
Gates here, yeah. You know, and that's, quarterbacks can do that.
Yep.
They go for 2.
And they get it.
It is good.
Good. So we're at 21 now.
21, Lincoln 0.
You know, they teach the quarterback, if that fumble goes by, it goes in the end zone, kick it out the back of the end zone.
Yeah.
Give up 2 rather than that
7, yeah.
gave up 8, and it is 21-0.
Not a way you want to go into halftime, that's for sure.
Friendly House is a nonprofit community center and social service organization serving Portland since 1930. Our programs and volunteer opportunities are designed to bring folks together to make a better neighborhood for everyone. Connect with your community at fhpdx.org. And thanks to all of our sponsors. We'll be joined by one here at halftime. Jerry Wilson will come up, visit with us. Maybe I'll ask him about that chain movement in the first half.
Yeah. They did a good job holding their ground.
So now Jefferson will kick off. Lincoln will get the ball again.
I don't know if fans out there know this, but on the chain, when there's a marker like the 30-yard line, they put the little clip there, just in case something happens when a player runs over. So that clip is important to the mark and so forth. I learned that in my high school career as a chain gang. Okay.
Short kick.
Oh, no. Oh, boy.
No. Lincoln fell on it. Wow, that was disaster brewing right there.
Kickoff is covered by Reynolds.
And you know what? Why not? If you're Jefferson, you probably assume that Lincoln's going to take a knee.
No time went off the clock there. 34 seconds. I think that was what I had on the on the touchdown was the clock was at 34 seconds. It was.
So I think you're probably just going to run it one time and get inside.
So I think maybe you want to just not anything bad happen and regroup.
Still in the shotgun. That's a little nerve-wracking
We had
there.
4 balls that were fumbled out of the snap.
Yeah.
I don't want to say fumbled because I don't think Wacker had much chance to get at them. They were low snaps, but Wacker has actually played well. He's hit some open receivers who got downfield, some slant pattern completions. Kusha Mirab Shahi has run the ball well. I'll have to review my stats, but I think Lincoln has more total yards than Jefferson does.
Okay, there was your question about running the clock. The referee came over and took 5 seconds off. 29 seconds now.
Okay, they caught that.
They caught it.
Wacker wants to throw.
Oh, boy.
Looks, throws on the outside. He has a man out there. Complete. And out of bounds. Oh, my goodness. Julian Frozel. No. Let me. Yes, it is Frozel. Oh, my goodness.
Hey, great
Cardinal went for it.
Great play. Wow.
The Cardinal went for it, and that is a, let's see where they spot that, at the 32.
40-yard play.
40-yard pass completion, and most of that in the air.
That was a
Wacker
nice
wound
play.
up and let that fly.
What do we know? Take a knee going into
Wow.
halftime. Let's just score, huh?
Right. So much for regrouping.
Ricky Bobby, if you ain't first, you're last, huh? Let's go. Oh, boy. Now we got a timeout.
Timeout.
Which they had to call. The clock was going to run out here. 10 seconds.
10 seconds left.
Got to take a shot here.
You know, when you're looking to remodel or upgrade your home, you want to work with a trusted, certified remodeling professional with 30 years of experience providing efficient, high-quality craftsmanship for all phases of remodeling. Call Scott Wacker at 503-539-9650 for a free consultation.
Early score from the Moda Center. Blazers down 6 at halftime to the Phoenix Suns, 53-47.
Okay.
Oh, Dave, we got trouble there.
That ain't going to be good.
No. Folks out there, we're having our tent blow away a little bit on us here.
No. We can't do that. Where's our bungee cords that we had? Look out. All right. We'll stick with the game, though. Wacker to throw.
Under pressure.
Throws to the outside.
And
Look out.
oh, no.
Picked off.
Oh,
Picked off. Wacker,
no.
about the only guy that can make a play here.
And he's not going to.
And he's not going to. That's going to go all the way. That's going to be a 90-yard pass interception for a touchdown. The third defensive touchdown of the first half for Jefferson.
There was a flag here.
Oh, let's see. There is a flag back at about the 26-yard line.
I think some sort of illegal block in the back that's going to negate that touchdown.
If it is, that's a break. The horn sounded. There should have been a couple of seconds left on the clock after the horn sounded, but.
And I think we're going into halftime here.
It'd be a penalty.
Now, I don't know if it could half end. They may have an untimed play. I'm not familiar with the rule on a interception, return, touchdown, clock runs out. Penalty on the intercepting team.
Well, after going for it on that first play for 40 yards, they went for it on the second, threw out there on the fade pattern out to the right corner of the end zone, and the defender stepped right in front of that, went down the sidelines, cut back to the middle. The only guy who had a shot at him was Wacker. He ran by
flagged.
Wacker.
Yeah, that was, I believe that was where the penalty
screen got
was.
broken? Yeah. Oh, crap. Well, sometimes they'll still work with the screen broken, but it didn't work.
Holding on Jefferson.
Holding call on, well, let me see if that's the call.
Personal foul.
It's
Jefferson.
personal foul on Jefferson.
First down.
It's not a touchdown. There's going to be another play.
I think they're going to have an untimed play.
Holding on Lincoln. Offsetting.
Well, wait a minute.
Penalties. First down.
Offsetting on Lincoln. So they're going to bring this all the way back.
Is this going to be a do-over?
It's going to be a
It's
do-over.
gonna be a
What a
do-over.
break for the Cardinal, because that was a disaster.
Time on the clock.
Well,
Well, I guess they're talking, but still, if there's a penalty, that has to come back. There has to be another play.
it's the Jefferson penalty was
Thank you so
after
much
the
for
change of
bringing-
possession. So I'm going to be curious.
What are we doing here? Where are we spotting this? And what's a
I think it's going to be Jeff Ball, because their penalty was after.
There's one untimed down
Oh.
on the play.
Hey, look at
this.
me.
Look at this. We got bungee straps. Our tent that is protecting us just about blew away, and our engineer, Alvin Myers, found some bungee cords, and there we go.
So I was correct. One untimed down.
Thank you
Jefferson
so much
Ball.
for having the foresight to bring this.
There we go.
What?
Our tent is a little worse for the wear.
Oh,
and here
boy.
comes another one. Another gust of wind.
I don't know what's going on here, David. This possession here is now they've moved it down
Right.
further.
I would explain this, but frankly, I'm confused. How we
yeah.
got to this point on the field with another play.
Yeah, the interception. Jefferson going to score. First penalty on Lincoln pre-interception. That is negated. No, not negated, but Jefferson has, and then they get the block at the back, personal foul, whatever that was, and that's a spot foul. Yeah, now they're moving it back from the spot of the illegal block in the back or personal foul. So maybe we can just take a knee and
See,
So-
and now all of a sudden, now how did the ball get at the 50-yard line?
yeah. Again, I think they're saying that penalty was probably at the ball's at 30, 45. Penalty at the 30, 15 yards back. That's a pure guess.
Right, it's at the 45, by the way. So that's some kind of explanation. I'd give you a logical one, but I don't have one. Jefferson's going to throw. No, the quarterback steps up,
Oh, and
still
that's-
with the ball. Now he's running around in circles and with the keeper, and he's going to go down. And that will end the first half. My goodness. A comedy of errors here at the end.
First half, Lincoln 21, or excuse me, Jefferson 21, Lincoln 0.
All right, it was 7-0 at the end of the first quarter. Jefferson with 14 points there in the second quarter, 2 touchdowns and a 2-point conversion. And our score at halftime is 21-0. Let me recap the scoring for you. The score in the first quarter, that came at 3:35 left to go. It was a 5-yard run by Mott, and the point after touchdown by Gates was good, and it was 7-0. At 8:18 to go in the second half, it was that 29-yard pass interception for a touchdown, and the point after touchdown missed, and that made our score 13-0. And then with 34 seconds, the fumble recovery in the end zone for the touchdown, the 2-point conversion, and that's where we stand at halftime. It is 21-0. Kurt, quick comment before I
Well, again,
give you
a
a
lot
break?
of sloppiness there. Again, weather. The first time these guys have played with some wet weather, and you can clearly see they were out of sorts. Both teams. Jeff with 2, the touchdown basically off a special teams play, and then the pick 6. Again, crazy here. We got wind everywhere. We got sounds going on. But Lincoln's going to have to come out early in that second half and regroup right away. So it'll be interesting to see. It's a tough night. It's windy and cold now. It's going to be hard to move the ball much.
All right, I'm going to give you a break. By the way, I want to tell you about one of our great sponsors, and that's the Jerry Wilson Group. They specialize in helping finance houses and investment properties for the self-employed, small business owners, and those relocating from out of state. For the purchase or refinance of your house mortgage or debt consolidation, visit Jerry Wilson jerrywilsongroup.com. We don't have to go visit jerrywilsongroup.com right now. We got Jerry Wilson with us. Jerry, thanks for joining us.
How you doing, Dave?
Good, good. I found out that you went to high school with my daughters.
Yes, I was just a little older, but I'm David Douglas Scotsman, class of 1982.
All right, we're going to talk with you about a couple of things. First, tell us a little bit about yourself and about the Jerry Wilson Group.
So, born and raised Portland, obviously graduated at David Douglas High School, and then ended up graduating in 1988 at the University of Oregon. So, been a local Portlander and fellow Oregonian, and always had a flavor for sports, and lettered in baseball my senior year at David Douglas, and played football till freshman year and basketball until junior year.
You know what? I played basketball my freshman year. I played football till my junior year, and I played baseball all 4 years and played baseball in college.
Yeah, actually, basketball was my first love, but at 5'6", my dad told me I better have a backup plan, so I was a better baseball player, but I actually liked basketball better.
All right, we've been doing your commercials for a while. Tell us a little bit about your decision to sponsor Lincoln Cardinal football.
Well, Jerry Wilson Group, been in the mortgage business for 30 years, and I've been fortunate and have had a good career, so I thought it was only important, Dave, to give back to the community, and not only Lincoln Youth Football, but Lincoln High School has been a blessing for our family, and certainly Matthew has excelled in the program, so I wanted to give back a little bit more.
And tell us a little bit about the Jerry Wilson Group.
So, been in the mortgage business for 30 years, just wrapped that up in the September this year. And Dave, just fortunate to found something that I love to do when I was 27 years old. I just get a lot of enjoyment out of financing real estate for people. Being a mortgage broker is similar to athletics. Each day is a little bit different. You have to have certain disciplines in the mortgage business as you do as an athlete. So I think there's a lot of parallel and life lessons in sports and being a mortgage broker.
You know, when you find a vocation that's your passion, it's like it's not work.
Yeah, I mean, I'm 30 years in the business, 58 years old, and I'm just getting started.
All right, I want to talk to you a little bit about your son plays for the Cardinal.
Yep.
I'm going to ask you about the game in just a minute so far, but your son, when we started the game tonight, he was in on a couple of big plays right at the very beginning of the game.
Yeah, Matthew has had a heck of a season and a heck of a career at the defensive tackle line, and he just likes playing on the defensive side because he says, Dad, all I have to do is move forward and get to the quarterback. So he's always enjoyed being on the defensive side.
More fun hitting somebody than getting hit.
Absolutely.
And, of course, you mentioned you were not very tall. I was not very tall in high school. Matthew's, I think, 6'1", 210?
6'3", 200.
6'3", 200.
Yes.
Okay. And, of course, he's a senior. We saw you down on the field before the beginning of the game. What's his plans going forward?
So currently right now, so once he's done with football, he gets a 2-week break, and then he's the captain of the wrestling team.
Oh.
So it's a short break for Matthew, but the conditioning from football to over to wrestling certainly helps out a lot. And then currently we are just submitting our applications for college, Dave, and it's, senior night, and it's just gone by so quickly when I look at the shirt, and back in the 4th grade. But right now he's applying to the University of Texas, the Western Washington. Recently he says, Dad, I want to go to maybe go to Tulane, and then he's going to take Tulane in New Orleans. And
are you at all worried about this? Your kid either wants to go to Austin, Texas, or go to New Orleans.
Well,
we're going to need some supervision.
Well, I think Matthew's a very disciplined kid, so
he's a wrestler, right?
So he's earned any leeway from his parents, and then the last one is my alma mater, which is the University of Oregon.
That'd be a wise choice.
At the end of the day, just his mom and I just want to support him, and whatever Matthew decides to do, we're going to support that.
And does he want to play sports? Does he want to wrestle?
We've had that conversation, and this last spring, Dave, and he says, Mom, Dad, I just want to be a student, but now it's kind of morphed into maybe some type of intramural, type of athletics, or he's talked a little bit about MMA. Matthew lives in the gym, so he has a gym membership at a private gym. We have a gym in our home, so he's always working out. So I think in some capacity, athletics are going to be part of Matthew's life forever. We just don't know at what at what capacity yet.
What about academically? What does he want to major in?
Great question. He's got very good grades. So right now he's looking at sports science. He's looking at economics and then maybe some type of engineering as well. So I don't think he's decided completely what he wants to do, but those three categories right now seem to be passionate for him.
You're right down on the field.
Yes.
Give me your analysis of the first half.
Well, it's there's been a lot of big plays on both sides of the field. I'm expecting the Cards come out on senior night in the second half to be fired up. Obviously, we had a good play there at the end and just ran in a little bit of time, but I'm expecting the Cardinals to have a good second half.
Would it surprise you if I told you that the Cardinals have more total yards offense than Jefferson does?
It would surprise me. Yes,
They
it would.
do.
Well, that's why I'm thinking the second half, Dave, is our half.
Think of it. Jefferson has 3 touchdowns, a 10-yard drive down here, and then a pass interception and a fumble recovery. Their offense has not been on any long drive. The longest play of the game was Wacker's 40-yard completion there in the end of the first half.
Well, and you've been watching the Cardinals all year. The defense has really played really well on it. So if we can eliminate the turnovers, which I think we will, put a couple drives together, I think we're going to get right back into this game, and I'm calling a Cardinals win.
Like I said, if we can get the offense going, there's been a little bit of trouble on the center snaps of the quarterback. That's caused a little bit of problems, but they have more offense than Jefferson has.
Well, and I think, Dave, too, we're seeing conditions tonight for senior night that we haven't seen all year. So
exactly.
I think there's a little bit of adjustment as well. So I'm thinking Coach at halftime is going to shore the mistakes up and the turnovers and hopefully have a Cardinal victory at the end of the day.
Before I let you go, you're a member of the Chain Gang.
I am the member of the Chain.
Tell me how you got involved in that.
So wanted to kind of volunteer. So back when Matthew started Lincoln Youth Football in the 4th grade, they needed volunteers. So I didn't really know how much I would like it, but we got down there, and then I realized it's the best seat in the house on it. So there's been 3 dads since 4th grade that we've all kind of bonded together. Eli Pearson's dad, Steve Pearson, and then Ethan Johnson, which is Gary Johnson, and myself. So we have done this for the last 8 years. So tonight being the last home game, the last time doing the Chain Gang, brings back a lot of perspective, a little bit sentimental, but it's been a heck of a ride for us.
You know, we don't often comment on the Chain Gang. That's probably a good thing for you.
Yeah.
You know, and one of the things we noted today, my broadcast partner is Kurt Guelsdorf, who is the head basketball coach at Clackamas Community College. He used to coach at Oregon City, won 3 straight titles, but we were noting, you know, you guys don't move until a referee tells you to move. You know, sometimes the ball's going different places, but that chain doesn't move until somebody says, move the chain.
Yeah, the head linesman literally signals us. So we are basically been taught and that you stay like you're on a post and you don't move because they want to make sure there's no delayed flags or any penalties on there.
Right.
So we picked that up. By the 5th grade when we were doing this, we picked it up. We had 1 year of learning in the 4th grade, but it took us a year to get it down. But we've been together for 8 years now.
Well, I know you got to head back and get back to your official duties.
Yep.
Jerry, it's been a great talking to you. Thanks for coming by, and thanks for being a great sponsor for Lincoln Cardinal football.
Thank you so much, Dave. This has been a lot of fun.
All right.
Go Cards.
All right. Jerry Wilson joining us from the Jerry Wilson Group, and we're going to take a break. We'll come back here in a couple of minutes, but I'm going to take a quick break. We'll come back with about 2 minutes to go. Our score at halftime, it is Jefferson 21, Lincoln nothing. We'll be back. Welcome back. Halftime here at Wells High School. 6A PIL football. Our score at halftime, Jefferson 21, Lincoln nothing. Teams headed back out on the field. We're going to start the second half here in just a second, rejoined by my broadcast partner, Kurt Guelsdorf. And Kurt, get your analysis here. I was telling our guest the total yardage is in favor of Lincoln here in the first half. The Jeff, 3 touchdowns. One's a 10-yard drive, one's a pass interception, and one's a fumble recovery.
Yeah, you know, they talk about the 3 phases of the game, you know, offense, defense, special teams. And special teams hurt Lincoln with the punt, the botched punt attempt where it went over the head. And then the turnover category has really flipped the script, because you're right. The total yards, Lincoln has had the most sustained drives, although neither team really functioned at a high level tonight. But those 2 turnovers, the turnover in the end zone and the pick 6, it's the difference in the game. It would be a 7-0 ball game had we not had those two turnovers.
We almost had another pick 6 there at the end of the game.
We did, end of that half. So it'll be a chance. I don't think Lincoln feels like they were dominated by any means. It says 21-0 on the scoreboard, so if anybody walked in the stadium, they would assume a dominating performance, but you and I have watched it, and it certainly hasn't been.
Hasn't been that.
Certainly some athletes in the Jefferson lineup. There's some speed that's been tough for Lincoln to handle, especially the defensive line. Number 60, Gonzalez, has made it really tough for the offensive linemen for Lincoln, and we'll have to see here. There may be some adjustments, maybe some quick hitters, some things that Lincoln can adjust to and have some success here in the second half.
Well, if we don't get blown away, we're going to broadcast the second half of this game. But I think that is up in the air whether it happens. I want to tell you about one of our another great sponsors, and that's Sports Car Market Magazine. They salute the hardworking Lincoln Cardinals. For 35 years, Sports Car Market Magazine has been the go-to source for information about collecting and driving Ferraris, Lamborghinis, Maseratis, Corvettes, and Porsches. To sign up for a free weekly newsletter, go to sportscarmarket.com. All right, both teams back out on the field. For you Cardinal fans, I want to let you know we do Oregon Sports Beat does a couple of shows each year called Sports Beat TV, and it's an interview show. It's about an hour and a half long, and we interview various coaches and various players from those teams and try to get some in-depth knowledge about the players and the coaches. We're going to do that this Sunday night, and one of our guests is going to be the Lincoln Cardinal head coach Matt Caruso, and the team captains are going to be with us. That will broadcast later on, and if you go to our website, OregonSportsBeat.com, we'll have information about that, when those broadcasts will actually be. So we'll keep you posted on that. Maybe next week we might know a little bit more about that. But Coach Caruso and a couple of the players will join us this Sunday night to film that.
Yeah, I was able to go on that show a couple times in my career in high school and college as a coach, and Ryan does a great job with that. Great interview. Dave, you were tremendous with Jerry Wilson there at halftime. And again, I think the great part about that interview is you see the investment in the community, a dad there that's been doing that from the 4th grade on up, kind of the behind-the-scenes look at what it takes to run a high school program, and the volunteers that make it work. So really neat to see that, and he watches his son grow up from the 4th grade on up, and now he's getting ready to head off to college and have some adventures on his own.
My daughter told me, she said, Dad, one of the guys I went to high school with, his son plays on the Lincoln team. And I said, oh yeah? And she said, yeah. She told me the kid's name, and I said, oh, okay. And she said the dad's name is Jerry Wilson. I said, Jerry Wilson, he's one of our sponsors. And we got to talking. She texted back and forth for us, and I asked Jerry, would you come be our guest? And he said yes, and we had a great little interview. Talked about him, talked about his son, he's the captain on the wrestling team.
Yep.
And then we talked a little bit about the chain gang. He said he's been doing it since his son was in the 4th grade, so that's about 8 years.
Yep. The behind-the-scenes look there at what goes on with the dad watching his son play.
I told him you and I had brought up the thing about not moving the chains until the linesman says.
He was on that, wasn't he?
He was.
He said he got caught in the 4th grade moving it too much, and that's the first thing you learn is you don't just move until they tell you. You just never know.
Cardinals received to start the first half, so I believe they're going to kick off.
Jefferson ball. I think the wind's going to be a factor here. And just looking across, it's blowing kind of from our left to right. Am I right on that, Dave, or our right to left? I'm trying to look at that big tree across from us, but the flag goes from right to left. So let's take a look at the flag. That's a little bit more accurate.
My daughter texted that she said that was awesome. I watched the second quarter and the halftime. I loved it.
There you go.
All right. Our first critique of the game.
There we go. There's somebody out there.
Right.
There's somebody listening.
Oh, there's people all over the United States. What, parents.
There you go. Love it.
We've had people that watched from England. We've had people that watched all over the United States.
That's great.
South America, yeah, we had. All right, here it is, and the Cardinal will kick off to start.
Should have a little bit of wind behind him on this kick. See what happens?
The kick is away.
It's an onside kick, and it's recovered.
Why not? Why not?
Lincoln did it.
Cardinals are saying they got it, and they do. How about that? The kicker recovered it. It's Tian Hong recovered that himself. The kicker. Why not?
Huh?
Yeah,
why not? Who says you have to do it the way you're supposed to do it? I just go out and make things happen.
Wacker and checks in a quarterback. Mirab Shahi will be the running back. Maybe that's the incentive that the Cards need.
A little spark, yeah, a little spark here. See what happens. Just went far enough. It has to go 10 yards. It went 10 and a half.
It did. It went 10 and a half. Mirab Shahi still on his feet, dives forward, gets 7.
Good gain on first down.
McIver with the stop.
McIver on the stop for Jefferson.
You know, Mr. Wilson was a soothsayer there. He predicted a big half for the Cardinals. So far, so good.
I usually keep stats. I'm going to pass on that in the second half. My hands are frozen. I'm going to concentrate on the game.
Puts his foot in the ground. First down.
Kusha gets the first down this time. 2 carries, 10 yards.
Matthews and King with the stop. That is good for a Cardinals first down.
Get a promising start here.
.44 yards rushing for Mirab Shahi now in the game. Just underway, 21-0. Jefferson leads. The snap to Wacker.
Handoff.
Shahi with the carry.
That was kind of that, it was almost like a sprint draw.
Yeah, a little delay to that action. I think Wacker looks and sees, and he may have the option to keep that.
A delayed draw that time.
Temperature in the mid-40s down there. It's got to be a little tough to catch that thing and handle those snaps.
Exactly. Mirab Shahi that time got 7. So he's over 50 yards now for the game. .10 left to go here in the third quarter of the snap. Wacker, they'll run the sweep play to the right. Alex Lahamadou on the carry. He may have the first down. He's close.
Whatever adjustments were made, Coach Caruso's crew, they've had some open holes in the middle of the offensive line there. Good job up front by the guys.
Hartley and Brazil Jr. on the tackle.
Cardinal have kept it on the ground here, and they're moving the ball.
It's like
Official timeout.
a measure. Well, Jerry's going to have some work here.
There we go. Going to come out on the field.
Yeah, and the clip will probably be at the
maybe the 30.
Yeah, that should be. Looks like he's walking to the 35 to pick it up.
Okay.
It can be on either of those, I believe.
And when they come out there before they set the yardage markers down, they clip that down on where the line of scrimmage is. Not the line of scrimmage, but a line on the field.
So the guy in the back to our right really has no job to do. He just has to come out with them. It's
Right.
The clip has to get laid down, and then they measure, and it appears we have a
short by maybe half a yard.
3rd and 1 though. It's 2 down territory. So
Right, exactly.
I think you can do a lot of things right here.
Well, we already know that Lincoln's going to go for it. They started the second half with an onside kick.
Clock is moving.
3rd and 1.
Mirab Shahi with the carry.
Kusha Mirab Shahi into the middle, then turns it to the outside. He needed 1. He got about 7.
Just
First
really
down.
shifty there. Just shifty. Left, right. Nice run. Really good job.
Cards doing it on the back of Kusha Mirab Shahi here in the second half. Just underway. 9:20 left to go here in the third. Receivers wide to the left, slot to the left. Mirab Shahi, the setback.
Oh boy, another low
Whoop.
snap.
No.
Fumble.
No. And they're standing up with the
Jefferson
ball.
Oh,
Low snap recovered by Jefferson. King with the recovery.
golly.
Number 58 for Jefferson
First and 10.
recovered that. And that is King.
Just a heartbreaker there.
Friendly House is a nonprofit
Just a heartbreaker.
social service organization serving Portland since 1930. Our programs and volunteer opportunities are designed to bring folks together to make a better neighborhood for everyone. Connect with your community at fhpes.org.
9 minutes here.
Going to throw underneath, complete, and a tackle behind the line of scrimmage.
New guy at quarterback. They've got number 5 at quarterback. Brazil was the receiver.
Okay, let's see who
time.
that is. Number 5 is Johnson.
To look up and get the names right. Again, we had some issues with getting some rosters tonight.
Right.
They left it over at Lincoln. That's what the box of rosters was left at. So.
Okay.
So. I'm trying to go online. We haven't been able to get positioned, so we're doing the best we can out there.
You know, Lincoln's playing at another school too, and sometimes it's a little
Mott Jr. with the carry.
Mott on the carry this time. He was the workhorse in the first half. He gets 6.
Reverman with the stop.
And so it will be.
Things are blowing by us here.
Whoa. Reverman on the or on the stop that time. AJ Reverman. It's actually 3rd and 7.
Big stop here. You get a stop. The wind just howling against Jefferson right now. So a punt, not an interesting prospect for anybody going that direction. So big stop for the Cardinals here. Oh, double reverse.
Gates on the outside now. He's going to get the first down.
I don't know. It's going to be interesting.
Got shoved back. I don't know whether he got across the first down marker. Nope, it's not going to be short.
No, it's going to be short.
Ran the double reverse that time.
4th down.
So it is a 4th down. 4th down and about 1. I don't know. Jefferson might go for it. It's at the 38. I don't know.
You don't know.
Been a while since I actually saw a double reverse, but there it was.
They are. Offense is on the field. Is he under center? It looks like he's under center. And they give it to
And
the big fella.
Pushed forward. He'll have the first down out to about the 44.
I'm going to guess here, and it's hard for us to see where we're at. I think that was number 60, Gonzalez.
Okay.
And that's what was confirmed by the PA announcer. He's the dominant defensive lineman that appears to also be their short yardage running back. He's been a handful all night, and right there. Stays in. It looks like he stays in at fullback. I can't quite tell.
It looks like it, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's a
pretty
big fella.
guy right there.
Pretty big fella. He is.
Wow, and they ran right behind him.
Mott Jr. with a carry, flag down on the play.
There is a flag down.
Reverman and Pearson with the stop.
Reverman on the tackle again. But there is a flag down. Let's see what the call is
I'm
here.
not sure there. It was thrown into the pile, which
right.
is personal foul. Lincoln.
Helmet, Lincoln.
Personal foul on Lincoln. Will set it forward 15 and a first down.
Any contact, helmet to helmet, anything above the shoulders.
Yep.
He's going to get you that. But it's hard, you know, you're coming in and the running back dives their head also, and it's hard to avoid. Again, we don't have the luxury of a zoomed in picture or an instant replay, but got a hold now. Jefferson's moving it.
Pitch to the tailback.
Pitch to Gates.
Turns the corner, hitting the backfield, but surges forward and got about 70. Dylan Iwanaga on the tackle.
Second down.
5:40 left to go here in the third quarter. 21-0, Democrats lead. Lincoln started off with an onside kick, recovered, moved the ball forward. Lost the fumble. I'm gonna have to switch my car from air conditioning to heat tonight.
Yeah, I'll have the heat on right away.
Right.
I'm gonna
Blackout.
run out to my vehicle.
For those of you who are sitting at home and watching in the warmth of your house, congratulations.
You chose wisely.
I'm
pretty sure
Indiana
Tony
Jones.
Romo. I'm pretty sure Tony Romo and Jim Nance
right. They don't
are
sit
not
there.
this cold on the cold days.
No. They have special accommodations.
I think they've got at least a little foot heater or something.
Right. Second and 8.
Quick little handoff up the middle.
Matthews with the carry that time into the middle of the line. Might have got 2.
Tackled by a flock of Cardinals.
The PA announcer said tackled by a flock of Cardinals. I'm not sure Cardinals come in flocks, but maybe.
Third down.
I'm from Ohio. Cardinals are the state bird of Ohio.
Yeah, and they are a bird, so there are flocks of birds. So I guess the leap isn't too gigantic. It's not like a gaggle.
That's geese.
I know.
Gaggle of geese.
I know. It's still a bird. So we're throwing out flocks and gaggles.
Receivers wide left and right. Pitch to the tailback again. Got hump at the line of scrimmage.
Mott Jr. with the carry.
Mott with the carry and probably
Wilkerson with the stop.
line of scrimmage. Probably no gain.
So you're probably going for it here.
I think so.
Fourth down.
But it's fourth and a lot. It's 4th and 5.
It's Lincoln done a nice job stuffing up the run game. This really comes down to the 2 turnovers and the special teams play.
Right.
I think, but if we just go offense, defense, defense, offense, I think this has been I don't want to say even. I think Lincoln has a slight advantage. And the wind is really, really howling here from right to left.
It isn't raining, but I think I like the rain better.
And we have a timeout. Jefferson.
All right, timeout on the field. 3:18 left to go in the third. Our score, it is Jefferson 21, Lincoln nothing. Jennifer Odell Sample, agent with Premier Property Group LLC, wishes the Lincoln Cardinal a fantastic season. Jennifer is your real estate advocate from contract to close and beyond.
And go Cards.
Again, a stop here, and I think you got to go offensively right to or left. Otherwise, you're going to be fighting that win in the fourth quarter. So Lincoln with a big stop here. Not that it's impossible, but it has picked up quite a bit. And we're hanging on by a thread on our little tent here. My fingers are tingling a little bit, Dave. They're tingling.
There's the snap.
Uh-oh,
wants to throw. Looks under pressure. Gets the ball away and knocked down. I thought it might have been an interception, but knocked down.
I think he might have been able to run for that, but I don't know. Looking at it, it's hard to tell. He was way back.
I heard the pay announcer say Eldridge, but I thought it was Mirab Shahi, and I'm pretty sure it was number 9 on that.
He's had a good game at the safety position. DB, it's hard to get that dialed up.
So Cards will take over on downs. 3:11 left to go here in the third. 21-0. Democrats lead.
3 minutes of the win their way, and it really is moving now. Uh-oh.
And everybody jumps. Let's see who that's actually on. I think it is on the Democrats. Going to get the Cards 5 yards.
Yeah.
Be first and 5.
Hey, this time of year, they think they'd have the Libertarians, the Democrats, the Republicans. You know, it's almost election season. November's right around the corner.
Exactly. I already voted.
Did you?
If you vote early, the state keeps track of that, and the political parties see that you've already voted and stop sending you mailers.
Oh, there you go. That's not a bad idea.
They don't want to waste their money on people who already voted, so they check those information.
Well, I better get home and vote then after my hands thaw out.
That's my tip to all of you civic-minded people. Vote early.
Wilson and Mott Jr. with the stop.
Good little gain on first down there. 2nd and 5.
Well, no gain.
No gain on that one? Okay, it was on the first. I'm sorry.
It's 1st and 5 from the penalty.
It's all the wind here is throwing me for a loop.
Right. Right. If it just stopped blowing the wind, we'd be okay.
Yeah, it's one of those wind chill factor things that we used to compute, I should say.
There's the snap. Handoff.
Big haul.
Kusha Mirab Shahi be close to the first down. I went to college for a year in a little town in Iowa, just north of Sioux City. And one day it was minus 28.
Hey.
That was my only year there.
I don't have any good cold stories.
Right, I got out of there.
We did take a cross-country trip, and we spun out in Nebraska. Had to stay in a truck stop. So I remember being a 10-year-old kid sleeping underneath the table in a truck stop in Nebraska. So that's about as good as I could get there.
I was stationed in Omaha for a year when I was in the Air Force, and it was cold there too. Any place in the Midlands there where it's flat.
That is good for a Cardinals first down.
Mirab Shahi got the first down. Cards need to get a sustained drive without a turnover and without a bunch of penalties.
Yeah, they say they got to go kind of, I don't want to say quick, but that wind is a huge factor here.
I think our director is. She's going to take a picture of us. Mirab Shahi. No, that's Togney on the carry, and Togney gets 10. A first down.
Correction, Togney with the carry.
Yeah, good hard running there.
Clark Anderson with the stop. Face mask, Jefferson.
Oh, going to add 15 to that.
And add 15 more on that. Our
goodness.
Yes, our director's taking pictures of us down there. She doesn't. She wants to preserve the evidence in case one of us makes a workers' comp claim.
Yeah. I see paperwork in my future here.
Right.
with that wind blowing.
Right.
Oh my goodness.
Receivers wide to the right.
Oh no. Fumble.
Another low snap and a fumble. Cards got this one though. Wow, every time we get a drive going,
Togney with the recovery.
Togney fell on that.
Minute 30 to go here.
when we get this clock down below double digits for the game.
Oh, baby.
So it is actually now 3rd and about 15. Oh no, a snap goes right past Wacker. Wacker goes back and falls on it, but that's going to lose
Wacker with the recovery.
another 15.
I think that gets into double digits, the bad snaps. And
That wasn't a bad snap. The wind
That one-
blew that.
did it?
It blew it clear off course. It was headed back to Wacker. He was in shotgun formation, and the wind blew that ball to the side. Wacker came over and said, you know, I had no chance at it. And Wacker comes off limping. Liam Eldridge checks in. It's 3rd down,
almost 30.
almost 30.
31 maybe, I don't. Trying to compute that. It's at their own 39 now, and first down is at their Jefferson 29.
Liam Eldridge, the quarterback.
Flag down.
Flag down. Is this too long?
Delay of game. Lincoln.
It is. Delay of game, Lincoln. Just back it up 5 more. Be 3rd and 35.
Man, oh man.
Maybe even more than that. Let's see. 20 there, and they need
Yeah, it's about 35. It's a journey.
12 there, 32.
Not quite another time zone, but it's
Eldridge
getting
pulls
close.
it down, looks, going to throw away on the outside. Togney out there. Oh,
Eldridge's pass intended for Togney falls incomplete.
that was the
Third
horn.
quarter.
That's the end of the 3rd. No score in the 3rd, and our score remains Jefferson 21, Lincoln nothing.
Holding Lincoln.
Our cameraman is
They're
trying
gonna
to
decline
secure
that.
our tent and our cameras. Justin Haynes.
Hopefully that bungee could snap and baby.
I have a story about that. I don't even want to say it though.
Oh, jeez, Dave. Freaking me out over here.
First person I ever represented as a lawyer was on a workers' comp claim involved a bungee cord.
These things can come at you with a little bit of heat.
Crozell into punt.
Julian Crozell in the punt.
Oh, Lordy. It's lifted. Well, if it's a new quarter, they should be going the other way.
You know, the referee finally stepped in and said, hey guys, you know, they didn't even take any time, so they get the time here, and then they change. I don't think maybe the players didn't realize that was the end of the quarter. Now the referee picks up the ball. Kurt was right on top of that. Hey, players going the wrong way.
We'll stop by our office located on Hall Boulevard next to Washington Square.
Okay, Alva Myers, our engineer, working on the tie-down strap.
Doing some old school engineering there.
Right. The press box is full. That's why we're sitting outside here. I don't mean to belabor the point about the wind, but it is windy out here.
It's screaming. Certainly affects the game. And that's
Right.
right now. It's going to be hard for either team to sustain any prolonged offense.
Certainly you can't throw the ball up in the air on a long pass route. Punt formation. There's a high snap. Pulled it down, gets a kick away. Oh,
And it's
and you know what?
blew sideways.
He kicked that ball up high, and the wind just stopped it.
Yeah,
That
was
punt went
27-yard line.
might be a negative punt.
negative punt.
-2.
He had to rush it, and he got the kick away, and it was headed up in the air, and you could see it just stopped. Up in the air.
like your shot off the 5th tee there, that sideways slice. That sounds kind of good. That pizza commercial keeps hitting me.
One more time, and
Jeez,
we're going for pizza.
Yeah, it'll be a mic drop like in the You Wouldn't Believe.
I'll go just to stand by the oven. There's a
Quick
draw
hitter.
play. Quick hitter up the middle, still on his feet. Inside the 15, down to the 12. McIver on the carry. Flag down.
Iwanaga with the stop, pending the flag.
Line judge over here. Gonna make the call. Now we got another one.
Oh, and another flag.
We're getting
That
a little
probably
chippy.
is a personal foul.
It's getting chippy out there a little bit. Long night, cold, tired.
And that flag was well after the play was over.
Holding Jefferson.
Holding Jefferson.
Now we're gonna have a dead ball foul.
Unsportsmanlike conduct.
And unsportsmanlike conduct.
We're coming back 25 on this one.
Coming back 25.
First down.
So what turned into pretty good field position on the punt that didn't go anywhere, it's going to get 25 yards added on it. Wait a minute. Oh, the referee was going back to pick up the flag. Fans thought he was marching off the penalty the wrong way.
We're gonna get a spot foul. Now they're gonna move it back that way. Pointed the wrong direction. Maybe just trying to indicate the penalty. Holy smokes.
He's on a stroll. Wow. And the ball to the 45. It was to the 20. Now it's back to the 45. 25 yards on the penalty. The Demos would have had the ball in pretty good field position, but now they moved it back to the almost midfield. It's at the Lincoln 45. First and 10, 11:47 left to go in this game. Sweep play to the right. McIver with the carry, and it gets down to 35.
Reverman with the stop.
Needs to get to the 17, so it's second and 18.
We got stuff going all around the booth
Right
here.
We're short some equipment now on the camera. Second and 20. Actually, it's not 27, it's 17.
McIver with the carry.
McIver on the carry. Nice tackle that time. Emmett Togney on the tackle.
Initial contact by Schnebley.
First stood up by Schnebley and then tackled by Togney.
Togney with the tackle. Third down.
Third and 15.
Always amazed young people in shorts here at the game. Amazing. It is chilly. Steps
Quarterback
up.
under pressure, lets it go, and incomplete.
Through the hands of the receiver there, number 7.
Pass intended for Ferguson, falls incomplete. Iwanaga with the coverage.
It's fourth down, 14.
Fourth and 14.
Jeff with the wind.
Rest of the season, we're going to have to bring in concrete blocks and anchor our posts down.
I got a story for you after this next break about that.
Okay. There's the snap. Going to throw.
Screen.
Throws underneath. Complete to the 30, to the 25, and inside the 25, but not enough for the first down.
Yeah, I did one of those DIYs, they say, I think, do it yourself. Anchors for a kind of storage tent I have in the backyard for our 2 jet skis out there, and you fill up a little cement in a Home Depot bucket, And then as you're stirring it up, you stick in a big eye bolt with a washer and a bolt on it that'll give it some resistance pulling out, and then you tie down each corner. So I did that 4 different times. Had 4 big eye bolts in there, and I felt like I knew what I was doing. And my wife will tell you I have no handy skills whatsoever. She thinks I can only do basketball, and that's it. So I was pretty proud of myself.
I have a hammer and a screwdriver. Recently, I learned which was which.
I hear you. My problem is I act like I know what I'm doing, and then I just don't.
Right. That's even worse.
No gain there. And it is.
No gain, so it'll be
is
2nd and 10.
Wind directly against the Lincoln Cardinals right now. Any ball in the air is
Going
going to
nowhere.
have trouble. And they're clearly affecting the game.
Second and 10. 9:35 left to go here in the game. The snap.
Lots of pressure and a fumble.
Another fumble.
And the
Cards fell on it, I believe.
They did, yeah. Okay, now they're stopping the clock, so.
Recovered by Hartman. 1st and 10, Jefferson.
Oh, recovered by Jeff.
Nope, recovered by Jefferson. Another lost fumble.
Contract flooring and interiors.
Awfully good field position here.
And Jefferson will start their possession at the Lincoln 16. They lead 21-0.
We deliver maintenance, style, and sustainability at your feet. Call Brian Donahue at 503-525-3515 or visit us at cfni.com.
The snap, they run the sweep play this time to the outside on the right.
Short
Mott
side
with the
over there.
carry, close to the first down.
My favorite 4 words, the clock is running. Oh, golly.
2nd down.
And you feel for the Cardinal on senior night tonight. You know, they have not played terribly, and they've in some facets of the game outplayed Jefferson.
People are sitting home watching this saying, who are those 2 wimpy
Yeah,
broadcasters?
they got to toughen up a little bit.
This guy's got to get tough.
That's what I've been telling my team. You got to toughen up.
Handoffs off right tackle and in the end zone.
That's good for a Jefferson touchdown.
That's a touchdown for Jefferson.
Just too good a field position given up there on the fumble.
Yep. On the run, the score now 27-0. That coming at the 8:28 mark.
Yeah, that's almost a dagger there, just because the conditions are so poor. To sustain anything is going to be a challenge. Looks like they're going to kick it. They got the wind with them, that's for sure.
No, they're not going to kick it.
Oh, no. 2-point try.
They made the last one. They got this one.
Ferguson with the carry. The try is good.
Ferguson on the carry. It's good. 29-0 now. The lead for the Jefferson Democrats. You know, since 2003, contracts, flooring, and interiors commitment to sustainability extends beyond just their business practices, driven to create high standards of quality in both commercial flooring and interior products. They deliver maintenance, style, and sustainability at your feet. Call Brian Donahue at 503-525-3575 or go to cfni.com. The Kelly Manning State Farm Insurance Agency wishes the Cards the best in the 2022 season. For help with your insurance or financial service needs, visit Kelly at kellymanninginsurance.com or stop by her office located on Hall Boulevard next to Washington Square. 29-0. Did they not put that 2-point conversion up?
They haven't yet. I'm sure somebody.
I'm not sure why that is.
I'm sure somebody will notice it.
Definitely was good.
Yes. Yes, it was.
Notice the problem they just had here? They were lined up on the wrong side of the field again. Wait a minute, how do you make that
I
mistake?
was wondering what was going on out there. I didn't want to say anything. I figured they were struggling with the score. And
I'm looking and going, wait a minute.
yeah, and with the wind here in Lincoln, that's one of those old trick plays in basketball where you come out of halftime and go the other direction.
Right.
And then throw it to the back court and score a lay-in, and the other coach gives you a mean look, and you know you got him. That's a toughie.
Here we go on the kickoff. Cards deep to receive. Short kick. Takes a bounce.
Nubber.
Fortunately, the Cards fell on that. The ball was kind of squibbing around.
Yeah, it had a lot of backspin to it there. Looked like a Mark Mosley kick. Remember Mark Mosley?
For the Washington, whatever.
The Redskins, yes, sir. That front to back rotation.
One of the last straight on kickers.
Yes. Isn't that funny to think that was mostly that way in the NFL for a long time, and then now there's none. For good reason.
I remember people shooting free throws underhanded.
Yeah.
Rick Barry was the best. There's a pass, complete in the middle.
Okay.
Caught by Parker Barnett in the middle, a gain of 4.
Yeah, Rick Barry was all-time great player. And he
University of Miami.
Yeah, and he was a great shooter.
Great shooter.
Great shooter.
Won an NBA championship.
He did, and that was quite an upset that year in '75 when they won.
We've got a Jefferson player down. Is that Gonzalez?
It's not sure. Usually the ponytail coming out of the back or the long hair out of the back gives him a little bit of distinguishing characteristic there. I don't think so, but hopefully just a cramp.
No, I don't think it's Gonzalez. It's not 60.
It looks like 76.
76. Let me see if I can find out who that is from our...
I think he has to come out, I
We
believe.
don't have that number.
Maybe it's 78.
Oh, it is 78.
Yeah.
And that we do have because that is Cole. Receivers, wide left and right, slot left and right. Liam Eldridge, the quarterback. The snap.
Mirror Shahi with the carry.
Kusha Mirab Shahi on the carry gets
McIver
back to the line of scrimmage.
and Jointer with the stop.
Now they got the 29 up, so it is 29-0. Wide left and right, slot right. The snap to Eldridge, low, picks it up, throws,
Oh,
and
intercepted.
picked off. Picked off at midfield. The ball was tipped. Picked off, though. Still on his feet at the 30.
Oh,
Cuts
he's gonna
back
cut
across
back.
the field and going to be down at the 23.
I think that was Brazil with the pick, number 2.
And it wasn't just a pick. It was tipped by twice, I think, before it came down in Brazil's hands. But another turnover.
A little tip drill. Number 2 for the Cardinals. They're coming off a little slow.
Dylan Iwanaga.
First and 10, Jefferson.
First and 10, Jefferson. The spot will be at the 24-yard line. 6:59 left to go here. Last year I ordered an electric sweatshirt. I just haven't put it together yet to wear it. You charge it up, it's good for 4 hours. It keeps your...
Well, you should have had it going tonight, I tell you.
I wouldn't tell you, it was $100, but it would have worked perfect tonight.
Gates with the carry.
You know,
Just don't want to look over and see you shocked over there, though.
Right. I don't want to put my feet down in any water.
I know. I mean, I like talking and everything, but we make a pretty good team here, Dad. I don't want you going out early on me.
People thought I was crazy when I ordered it.
Well, tonight you'd be the smartest man in the house.
I should have wore it. Why I didn't hook it up and get it going.
Second down.
Yeah. Just
So
crazy to think it was 76 degrees last Friday.
Unbelievable.
It's 46 and darn right chilly tonight.
It's the wind tonight.
It is the wind and the
Second
rain
and 4, straight ahead on the dive play.
Clark Anderson with the carry.
Anderson, the kicker, on the
Stopped
carry,
by
number
Rank
22.
Wilkerson.
Stopped by Wilkerson and Cameron Rank.
Third down.
29-0 Democrats. Democrats looking to go 5-1 in PIL action. Did you tell me their only losses to Franklin?
In league, they lost. Oh, geez, that's a.
Gonzalez with the carry.
He's taking about
Or was
6
it
guys
Grant?
with him there. I think it was Grant. And again, I don't know if they weren't healthy at the time. I mean, they don't have a deep roster, but there's some talent on that Jefferson squad. You know, I still teach at Oregon City High, and I talked to the coaches after they had beat Jeff 15-12, and they raved about some of the athletes on the Jefferson squad, the speed,
Fourth down.
and some skill positions. So I think that Jeff has some athletes and some players.
It's 4th down, and it's 4th down and 2. 5:05 on the clock. 29-0 Jefferson leads.
And they're gonna
Turnovers have killed the Cards tonight.
they're gonna take their time here. Don't know if they're gonna take a delay a game here. It looks like they are.
That's it.
On the play.
Delay a game against the Democrats. Back it up 5. Instead of being 4th and 2, it'll be about 4th and 6, 4th and 7.
Now we're getting a little bit of rain shower here. And the wind is almost
Land game.
gone
Fourth
away.
down.
Flag is laying down, straight down. It's Oregon for you. Yeah,
There's
it's
two
Oregon.
kinds of seasons in Oregon, the warm rain and the cold rain.
Yeah.
People in Oregon don't tan, they rust.
Yeah. Oh, there's a.
Oh,
a
nice tackle.
Ferguson with the keeper.
Just a
Wilkerson with the
great
tackle.
play.
That was
This will take
Wilkerson
over
on the
first
tackle,
down.
a shoestring tackle, pulled the ball carrier down. Ball turns over on downs to the Cardinals. Wilkerson with a great shoestring tackle.
Yeah, he had room to go too. That was a
Right.
might be a touchdown saver there.
Right, that was a touchdown saving tackle. Bram Wilkerson. I'm sorry, Phil Wilkerson. You're going to be out of town next week, right?
I am. I'll be out of town next weekend, so I won't get to see you. Be doing some stuff.
We'll be
in-
at Cleveland.
Eldridge remains at quarterback.
I will be in the warm Burbank, Los
Oh.
Angeles area.
Eldridge dropped back to pass, pulled
Ooh.
it down, stepped
Ooh.
forward, but right to the line of scrimmage.
King with the stop.
King on the
Second down.
tackle. Boy, the rain's coming down now.
Oh.
Zach, I think it's warmer when it's raining.
Yeah, I really think that the wind going away was a godsend for us because that was getting a little scary. And like I said, I was ready to retain you as my lawyer here in a little bit. And
Right. Got to give credit to our cameraman who's hung in there. He's fixed the tent, run the camera.
okay,
Straight ahead on the carry. Nice gain that
yeah,
time.
really good
Hockey
run.
with the carry.
Emmett Togney on the carry and gets 7.
Good hard run in there inside too. And for some of these seniors, going out strong, trying to make a couple plays before the end of this game.
Third down.
Let's hope the weather's a little better for you tomorrow with the Ducks.
Down in Eugene, yeah, we're excited. The tailgate, it's some Japanese cuisine at the tailgate tomorrow. It's a big one, and then game day being down there should be fun to see the atmosphere. Uh-oh.
Gonna throw, look out. Is that an interception or was it out of bounds?
They're gonna say yes.
Intercepted. Eldridge. He was hit, he let it go, kind of tumbled end over end and picked off at the 40-yard line.
Yeah, took a shot on that
I
throw,
stopped keeping
too.
track of turnovers, but I think that's 3 fumbles lost and 3 passes intercepted at least.
Yeah, the turnover game. Remember the old days? The Oregonian would put the box score of every football game.
Uh-huh.
Every one of them. And so you could look on Saturday morning.
Well, that was one of the days when there were newspapers.
Yes, that's a good one too. Okay, somebody's coming off. Too many people. There's going to be a...
no more newspapers, no more paper boys. I started my career in the working field as a paper boy for the Dayton Daily News.
Yeah, there's lots of people riding around their bikes. I was in the East County Gresham Outlook. They were delivering the Gresham Outlook there.
Exactly.
They'd interview you before games, and they'd have all sorts of fun stuff going on.
If the tent pole moves anymore, I won't be sitting in the tent.
I think Almost trying to, he's pulling it over. And if you had your electric sweater on, it'd be Shock City over there.
You make fun of me. I'll have it on next time. That's a little pack. You charge it up, and then it runs for 4 hours.
Gotcha.
Yeah, we're having fun. 3:03 is the time left on that pass interception. Demos have the ball, first and 10 at the 40.
Looks like Ferguson in at quarterback.
I think so.
Third different quarterback tonight for the Jefferson Democrats. And those magic words. The clock is running. They're about to get going.
Oh, quarterback, keeper. Ferguson. He got about 5.
He's shifty.
He is shifty.
He's shifty. He made something out of nothing there, because there was nothing.
Like you said, I'm impressed with the athleticism, too, of the Jefferson players.
Yeah.
Their athleticism. Number 60, Gonzalez, is, boy, he was good on offense.
He's a handful. He's a player that you might see on Saturdays.
Right.
Don't know what year he is. Again, the incomplete roster there was hard to get things figured out. But he was a beast on both sides of the ball tonight.
Handoff, that's Gates. Gates close to the first down, probably got it.
Yeah,
second effort, third effort, got the first down.
I think they're going to keep the clock moving and then stop it for the
he got
first
out
down.
of bounds.
Yeah, just a interesting turn of weather here from a very windy, cold to just rain right now.
In a very, very good example of being foresighted, I turned my heat on yesterday in my house.
Yeah, I got to get the fireplace
there you go.
pilot light on here now so we can have that little comfort there.
Here comes the sweet play to the other side this time, and that's hit. Held up. Nice job by the Cardinal on the outside.
There's number 48, I think, for Jefferson.
Wilkerson with a tackle, number 48 with a carry.
On the tackle that time.
They announced Wilkerson on the tackle, I believe.
It looked to me, too, like Jackson Lindbergh was on the tackle. So it is now first and 10.
I think a second name
Hit at the line of scrimmage and stood up and pushed backwards.
Pearson with the stop.
Eli Pearson on the tackle from his middle linebacker spot. We're under 2 minutes. We're at 1:45.
Yeah, my fingers at the end can't feel them.
You got
Just
gloves
so you know.
on.
I know. I'm telling you, I still can't feel them.
Can't feel my fingers.
Feel them. Be a great game to play that little game of chicken. Remember when you were a kid? Because you wouldn't even feel it if it happened. You could be the toughest guy in the room.
I think we call that mumbledy-peg. There you go. There's a nice play.
Uh-oh.
The defense, the Cardinal defense, came up big that time.
Was there a fumble?
Looked like Mirab Shahi on the tackle. Oh, it's a fumble.
Fumble, yeah.
Picked up. Got a Card player slow getting up.
There's going to be some sore bodies tonight, I think. Yeah, there's going to be some sore dudes tonight. Minute 10.
Cardinal 1st and 10. Liam Eldridge, the quarterback. The snap. Drops back. He's going to throw. Throws underneath.
Ooh, broken up.
Broken up.
Good timing there.
Intended for Julian Crozell. Anderson on the coverage. He's been the punter. He's been a running back. He's now on cornerback.
Not a bad ball there. Just hung up in the air just a tiny bit too long, and the cornerback was able to break that up. Pretty good timing.
There's the snap. Eldridge is going to throw on the outside. Has a man out there. Underthrown. Intended for Julian Crozell. We're under a minute now. 59 seconds left to go in this one. 29-0. It will be 3rd and 10.
And a little bit more on that, I think that would have been a fun play to see.
That was a good-looking play.
It was. It just the timing again a little bit short.
And in double coverage, he was double covered and still was open.
Yeah. I remember when Aikman and Irvin, Aikman would intentionally underthrow it occasionally to get a pass interference. You just wonder if the Lincoln receiver could have hit the brakes maybe and tried to get something out of that.
Receivers can come back for the ball too. Yeah. Those are great players. Eldridge is going to roll left, looks, keeps the ball. He'll go out of bounds. Stops the clock at 50. I'm sorry.
Keeping it rolling. Yeah, keeping it rolling. 4th down.
4th down. Are the Cards going to punt? Let's see. Eldridge comes over to the sideline.
I'm not sure
He's going to stay in. Of course,
we've got 3rd down on the scoreboard.
He could punt.
There it goes. It's flipped over now.
It is 4th down. 4th down and 8. You know, why not go for it?
Yeah.
They're going
15
for it.
seconds. What the heck? Senior night.
Clock is running.
Maybe something good will happen here.
Probably the last play of the game. 7 seconds.
Oh, and
whoops. Whistle. Flag down.
Delay a game.
Oh, too long.
I Dream of Genie. Just snapped his head.
There's no question what the description is on that. Delay a game.
Yeah. Yeah, I wish I could get snapped right into my car at 90 degrees, heat pumping in.
So levitate over to the car.
Yeah. Be like Star Trek where they used
beam
to
me up, Mr. Scott.
Yeah. 6 seconds, here we go.
There's the snap. This will be the last play. Eldridge going to roll left. Going to keep it. No, he's going to throw it way downfield. Has a man out there. Incomplete. There it is. That is the end of this game, our final score. It is Jefferson 29, Lincoln nothing. Was 7-0. Excuse me. The end of one. 21-0 at halftime. And
okay, and again, just a tough night for the Lincoln Cardinals. Senior night, it was one of those things that they just could not overcome the turnovers and just some bad luck there. A two-yard punt, and Jefferson was able to capitalize on that. the pick six. And again, just a tough night all the way around. But again, it's so much bigger than the game when you have a senior night like this. Young men that have played since they were very young. And that great interview at halftime with Jerry Wilson talking about his relationship with his son, his volunteering time for the last 8 years with Lincoln football and all that stuff. So just, again, not the result Lincoln wanted on senior night, but certainly a lot of great stories in those black and red uniforms.
All right, got some people we want to thank. Want to thank all of our sponsors tonight. Wacker Remodel, the Jerry Wilson Group, Sports Car Market Magazine, Jennifer Odell Sample, Contract Flooring and Interiors, Kelly Manning State Farm, Bio Lounge, and the Friendly House. Thanks to all of our sponsors for their support, and particularly Jerry Wilson, for coming and talking with us. Kurt, your final thoughts about this game?
Yeah, the first really miserable night of weather that we've had this fall, and it did affect the game. I think the turnovers, obviously, the wet ball, the wet field made it tough on the Cardinals. But again, I go back to that interview at halftime that kind of illustrated kind of what high school sports are all about, relationship with a father and his son. And there's many, many more beyond just Jerry Wilson and his son. There's 30, 40 other young men on that team that have been able to get a lot from the game of football and learning about life. And so, again, not the result Lincoln wanted on senior night, but certainly in the process of being a part of high school sports, they've learned a lot of great lessons.
Jefferson goes to 5-1 in PIL, 5-3 overall. Lincoln goes to 1-5 in PIL and 1-7 overall. Got some people want to thank the Wells High School for their hospitality, the athletic departments at both schools, Jefferson and Lincoln. Our crew tonight, our director is Ellie Serrero, our engineer, Alva Myers, our cameraman, Justin Haynes, my broadcast partner, Kurt Guelsdorf. I want to remind you, we are Oregon Sports Beat. Go to our website, OregonSportsBeat.com. We have 2 events, I believe, coming up next week. Next Tuesday night, we'll be covering Grant, the Grant girls soccer team. That game will start at 4:15. And then next Friday night, the Cardinal will try to pick up a win at Cleveland. And we'll bring you that game at 7 o'clock. Also, we'll get you information about when that interview with the Lincoln football team will be coming up. And that will be on the local cable access television. So again, thanks for joining us. I'm Dave Hall from Wells High School. Our final score in PIL football action tonight, it was Jefferson 29, Lincoln nothing. Good night, everybody.